should probably grab some cards. Oh, hello. Are y'all looking? It's like, where is she? You were coming to a live blank screen. I was going to get some cards in case I needed cards today. How's everyone doing on this Saturday afternoon? Hope everyone is doing well. So good to see everyone today. Hello, Girl Mama. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, hello. Hi, Katie. So good to see everyone today. Hi, Devin. I'm so glad y'all could join me. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Tiffany. I want to thank everyone who is liking already and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. And thank you. Thank you. Who sent me that? Aw, Devin did. Thank you, Devin. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. We'll start by giving Devin a reading today. Or me a card. You want some cards, Devin? Let's see what we got for some cards here. I am using one of my favorites. Angel Tarot. So, let's see what we got. Of course, Devin. I appreciate your support. You're always on here being so supportive, sharing and liking my live. I appreciate you. Okay, all right, it told me to stop. It said stop, no more. All right, we are going to do it this way. Let's see what the cards say for Miss Devin. New Jersey Pride at Asbury Park Beach, June 2nd. Y'all head on out. You'll head on out to New Jersey Pride if you're in the area. Okay. All right, very good. Very, very good. Okay. So now, Miss Devin, the cards I got, the first one was the Page of Cups. Let me define that. I love it when people ask me to go live. I don't know them. Okay, so the first card I got was the Page of Cups. There's just a lot of youthful energy around this. It's about relationships. It's about having fun and just starting new relationships in a fun, naive type manner, hoping for the best. And what the next card I get, which is a little bit contradictory to that one, so you have to kind of step into it with your intuition and say, okay, what is this saying? The next one is the Hangman. I was like, what? Why am I getting the Hangman when this one is about starting something new and the Hangman is about taking a break? They're talking about different things. The Page of Cups is about you need to go have some fun. You need to go have some fun and go and do start some new relationships, expand on relationships that you already have. The Hangman, I'm hearing, take a break from life. So, what does that mean? Take a break from all those things. We check so many boxes, and I hear that you are so goal focused, which is great, but sometimes you need to take a step back. The best thing you can do when you're so goal focused, sometimes is to take a step back and just kind of reevaluate and let the universe deliver its best. And then we roll into the Six of Swords, which is perfect to come after, yes, overwhelmed, thank you for confirming, which is perfect after the Hangman, because this is about balance. You're going to start coming back into balance when it comes to your mind, thoughts, and beliefs. Sometimes when you take a step back, when you sit with yourself for a while, you come back with a new thought process. You come back in a new way of thinking. We're going to close down the reading with the Hierophant card. Hierophant card is about knowledge and intuition. So this tells me, go have some fun. Go start those new relationships, rejuvenate some friendships. Take some time to yourself when it comes from work. Like, yes, go have fun, but make sure you are, just taking a step back from some of your responsibilities. And you're going to get a balance when you do that. And with that balance is going to come a new epiphany. I see you sitting in meditation, so you must sit in meditation, and I'm seeing that with this meditation, you're going to get this new epiphany. All right, thank you, Devin. Thank you. You're always so supportive and sweet. I so appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mystic Angel sent me a heart. I appreciate you, Mystic Angel. Let's see what the cards say for Mystic Angel. All right. Oh, Mystic Angel. You have some... I was about to say you have some angel energy around you. Yes, and I'm not saying that just because of... lost a card. Can you hear the timer going on? Okay. Sorry, I had to make sure my moderator, we are having our grandbabies over later. I have some brownies in the oven, so I had to make sure that he heard the timer to the brownies going off. All right. Let's see what we have. This is for Mystic Angel, Mystic Angel, Mystic Angel. Woo, lots of emotions going on in your life right now. Three of Cups. We're starting out with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about the power of three, the power of friendships. This is a sign of rekindling some old friendships. The friendships are all about some nurturing energy. When you tap into these old friendships, you're going to feel more nurtured. The Queen of Wands is about energy, action, ambition, but the Queen itself is about that mother nurturing energy. So you're going to feel rejuvenated. You're going to feel like your ambition is kicking off. It's going to give you some new ideas of what you want to do with yourself as you are tapping into these friendships. After you are feeling rejuvenated, your ambition is kind of kicked off again. I'm getting the Six of Wands, which again is about ambition and energy, and it's having more of a balance. I was like, what is this balance about? You have two cards that are wands and balance. I'm hearing that right now you're feeling a little bit discombobulated, and yes, that's a technical term. But sometimes you go through life where you're just feeling kind of off kilter, you're feeling a little bit discombobulated. Which way do I go? What do I want to do? You're going to come into a bigger balance once you start rekindling those friendships, hanging out with friends more. Today is a lot about friends. I should have checked the astrology for today because I'm hearing a lot of this friends, reconnecting with relationships, reconnecting with friends. Makes sense because the last card we're going to end with is the King of Swords. Swords is about thoughts, beliefs, and the King is about foundation. So you're going to come back to the foundation of what you believe. So tells a story. First, you need to start rekindling some old friendships. If you have someone that you used to hang out with who is stepping up and saying, hey, you want to hang out? You want to go and do something? I'm feeling you shrugging back. Lean into that. Rekindle those old friendships. You're going to get some nurturing from those friendships, more ambition. You're going to feel motivated to accomplish something new, which is going to bring you into a bigger balance with your emotions. And then you're going to feel very solid. You're going to have that great foundation when it comes to where you want to go and your beliefs. All right. Thank you, Mystic Angel. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. If you haven't click that follow button, please do so. We are right in the middle of a 100 days to a more spiritual you, so you can catch up on that, or you can just pick it up where we're leaving off. Thank y'all for the heart. I appreciate you. Looks like Casey sent that. I appreciate you, Casey. I'm gonna get to some past relatives here in a minute. The heart, I appreciate you. Looks like Casey sent that. I appreciate you, Casey. I'm gonna get to some past relatives here in a minute for Casey. But there is a gentleman here. I'm hearing the name Barry. I'm feeling uncle, but right now I'm definitely hearing the name Barry. All right, let's see what we have for Casey here. Does she want anything important? All right, let's see what we got here for Casey. Oh, all right, Miss Casey. Oh, like these cards. All right, Casey, you got some stuff going on in your life right now. Okay, so the cards, this is a traditional tarot deck, even though they're based on different pictures. It's a traditional deck. And there is minor arcana, which is broken into 4 suits, and then you have the major arcana, which symbolizes more major things going on in your life. I got 2 major arcana cards here for you, Casey. So it is a lot of energy going on. The first card we have is the 3 of Pentacles. Again, this is about teamwork, Pentacles is about jobs, material things. So make sure you're leaning into support of those around you. You're leaning into that power of other people's ideas. And I'm hearing gleaning information off of these other people. The next card we have is the Star card. The Star card is really about your intuition. It's about stepping into that divine feminine, that divine intuition power. You are extremely intuitive, I'm hearing, and you are not listening to it. You can see my ring light. That's what that reflection is. So let me move it over here. The reflection of my ring light was in it. Make sure you're leaning into your intuition. The Star card is a very powerful, intuitive card. When you're leaning into your intuition, make sure you're paying attention to where it is pulling you, because you are being called to start a new journey. When it comes to your ambition and your motivation, you're being called to go in a new direction. Make sure you are leaning into your intuition. And okay, you said you're finding it difficult. It is very true. It's hard to lean into your intuition whenever you're feeling, off kilter. You're feeling like, I'm not really sure. This doesn't seem like where I had in my head I was going to go. Ask your guides for synchronicities. Our guides, our people on the other side, they don't send us, unfortunately, memos or even sticky notes. They drop in through synchronicities, which is information from other people. It can be an email. It can be a friend telling you something, because the last card, I thank you. I had a friend make these for me a long time ago. I used to run a volunteer organization, and someone who volunteered there made this for me. The last card is the World card. That is a beautiful card to end this reading on, because this is about leaning into your intuition, trusting yourself, starting the journey that the synchronicities and intuition are driving you to go with. And the World card is about having the world at your fingertips. And a lot of people, this is not about everything going just as you planned or having everything just perfect in your life. It's about having everything you need to make the decisions you want and to accomplish your goals. It's just a beautiful card. It's a card of power and strength and ability. On top of that, the Star card you got, girlfriend. Lean into that intuition, because you are not wrong. Thank you, Miss Casey. Thank you. All right, I want to thank everyone who is here today. If you haven't liked or followed me, please do so. And I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Before I started that reading for Casey, I had a gentleman stepping up, and I was hearing the name Barry. I'm hearing Uncle Barry, but if this is, if I'm about to describe him, if it fits this description of someone who you know named Barry but was not your uncle, I can go with that. Barry is showing me that he was a learned man. He liked to read. Not read dead people like me, but actually read books, which I do like to read books also, as you can tell. I have them all over the place. I need to straighten them up. Barry is showing me that he liked to know a little bit about everything. It wasn't like all of his information and knowledge was in one sector. He had a broad array of knowledge. He is showing me that he devoured information. He started the day with the newspaper. Gosh, I haven't seen newspapers in forever. I don't make those anymore. He liked to watch the news. Now, when he showed me the newspaper, he showed me the stocks, and then he just showed me the TV, and he showed me, they do the ticker at the bottom of a screen when you're watching the news. Sometimes they will show you what the stocks are doing. So this man was very interested in the stock markets and investments. He is not showing me he did that for a living. He is showing me that he enjoyed doing it. He's also showing me that he's shown me this a couple of times. He has on these laced up brown shoes that are very shiny. They're not like all man shoes, They are nice dress shoes, and they're very shiny. But he's showing me they're specifically brown. So I don't know if this Barry had a penchant for brown shoes, but that's what he is showing me. He's also showing me that he had diabetes. And I'm saying that. I actually put a couple of things together is what made me think that is because he showed me giving himself a shot in the stomach. The only thing I'm aware of that is wrong with you that you would give yourself a shot in the stomach is diabetes. But if there was something else, if your Barry had something else wrong with him where he gave himself shots in the stomach, that's what I'm actually seeing. All right, does this gentleman fit anyone? Are we going to have this gentleman claim today? Let's see. I'm not seeing anyone claiming him. Come on, give tissue over there, please. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for liking my live. Thank you for sharing it. I appreciate you. It doesn't look like we're going to have this gentleman claimed just now. Y'all know I don't usually go without my spirits being claimed. We just kind of put them to the side and then I circle back to them. Thank y'all for sharing and liking my live. I so appreciate it. If you haven't done so, please hit that follow button. Of course, I can recap Mother Oracle of yes ma'am, yes ma'am. All right. I'm hearing the name Barry around this gentleman. He is showing me he was a very learned man. He liked to read. He would just devour any kind of information. He is showing me he liked to learn about everything, not just one subject matter. He's also showing me that he started out the day reading the newspaper, and he is showing me reading the stock markets, and he's also showing me watching the news and the stock market being going across the bottom of the screen. So he really liked to be up on what was going on in the stock market, but he's not showing me he did that for a living. He's also showing me specifically, he had this pair of shoes that he wore all the time. He must have been teased about it, or he had several pair of the same shoes because they're brown, shiny, lace-up shoes. He's also showing me that he had to take shots in the stomach. I said he had diabetes, but if your person had to take shots in the stomach for something besides diabetes, I would take it because I'm actually seeing having shots in the stomach. Okay, does this gentleman fit anyone on here? I'm not seeing anyone claiming him. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Oh, I was going to ask if someone can, I was about to invite someone to go live and want to hear from their grandmother, but how have you been feeling? Oh, I've been feeling really good. Thank you. I don't know if SGJ is private or what, but let's see. All right, Miss Jess, I am going to ask you to go live. So let's see if Miss Jess can go live. I'm not sure who Jess wants. Oh, it looks like she says she wants to hear from her friend Heath. We'll see who is around her. If she's going to accept my live. Let's see. I don't see her accepting my live. All right, Miss Jess, I'm going to invite you again. Oh, she can't right now. All right. I'm just going to scroll through my invite guests. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something fun. I've never done this before. Are y'all ready? Okay, so now when I click down at the bottom and it says guests, and I can invite them, and when I click it, it shows everyone on there who can go live. So I'm just going to click that button and scroll. And I'm just going to pick someone. So let's see who they have here. I'm just scrolling. I am being called to stop, and I'm going to click on this person. It's Denise 031318. Let's see if she can go live. I don't know. This might be a bust. People might not can go live. I thought it was a great idea. Like I just scrolled and clicked. Okay, I'm going to try it again because that person didn't go live. Okay, I'm going to scroll again.
SGJ says she should be on private now.
Okay, SGJ, let me invite her. All right.
I can only connect using audio.
Oh, no, you're fine. Okay, I had to turn you up. I couldn't hear you. All right, I can hear you now. All right, Master JJ, I just got all excited about all my other things. And now, who did you want?
My grandmother.
Okay. Now, this, for anyone watching, and what's your name, SGJ?
Sam or Samantha.
Okay, Sam. All right. I always describe who is stepping up because just because I'm calling your grandmother up doesn't mean that's who it is. This lady stepping up is showing me she loved to be outside and work in her flowers. She specifically is showing me like bright pink ones. Did your grandmother love to work with her flowers?
Um, Probably when she was not as she got older, of course, she wasn't able
Okay,
to,
don't.
but
I was about to say, just don't give me
yeah,
information about when she was old, or you can say maybe when she was younger. I just didn't want
okay.
you to give me any information. Okay, so what she is showing me is that, and maybe later you can confirm this with someone in your family, she is showing me being outside. She loved to be outside this time of the year. Here in Nebraska, it's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's just perfect. And when she was working, she had one of those things that she would kneel on. She wouldn't just kneel on the ground. She had a little pad thing that she would kneel on. I was like, oh, you knelt on something. Why? She was telling me that she had bad knees. And she is showing me towards the end of end of her life, she had really bad mobility problems.
Hmm.
And to the point where she had to have help being taken care of. Does that resonate with you? Do you know what she's
Yes,
referencing?
yes, it does.
Okay, very good. Now, later, because it's all about me being right, Miss Sam.
Hmm.
Ask someone who can confirm if she liked flowers and if she would like you go out there and have this thing that she would kneel on, so that and you can message her.
Okay.
You know, um, she's also making me feel a little bit befuddled in my brain, like she had problems remembering. I'm not sure if she had full blown. It doesn't feel like full blown Alzheimer's or dementia. I'm just feeling very befuddled. Um, do you remember her? Did you remember her having just not being able to think clearly?
I'm thinking it might be my great grandmother.
Very good. This is why we
Yeah.
describe. This is absolutely it. Um, and so for Sam and everyone watching, this is what happens even when you come for a one-on-one reading. So I was kind of finished. I was trying to get to the message of what this lady had stepped up for, and she wasn't giving it to me. She was giving me more identifying information.
Hmm.
Why is that? Because Sam had requested the grandmother. I thought I had a grandmother, and she wanted us to know, I'm great grandma. Okay, Sam, what she is talking about is that in the last 2 years, you have become almost a completely different person in a good way. You have really matured and settled down, and you're starting to lean into your intuition. You still like to have a good time and hang out with friends. You're very sociable. You are that ride or die friend. But you're also starting to slowly change your friend circle a little bit. Do you know what she's referencing?
Yes. Hmm.
She wants to give you kudos for doing that. You have, it's just being funny because I always talk to people what their superpower is. And one of my superpowers, when you talk to people around me, is I can tell right away if you're someone who's going to be in my inner circle. And there are certain things that can identify that. There's certain personality traits. And she is saying that you are starting to really hone in on that. And it's not like you don't keep people, in your acquaintance circle, but you're starting to be very particular about who you let close. She's also referencing, have you had problems with, who's had problems with the air conditioning in their car?
I have a friend that has. I don't know if it's referencing her or not, but I do have
Okay.
a friend that has had
Okay.
issues with that.
Is that friend in a relationship?
Yes.
Do you know anything about that relationship?
Not too much actually, which is kind of odd only because we're close.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, now that you mention
Yeah.
it. The reason you don't know a lot about that relationship is because there are things in that relationship your grandmother is referencing that you wouldn't be very happy about.
Mm.
So, at this point, since she really hasn't confided in you, all you can do is be a supportive listening ear and maybe question her a little bit. Like, how's it going? You haven't talked about, I wanted to say Jeff. I don't think that's his name. But anyway, um, oh my goodness, your grandmother's being funny. I was like, I wanted to say Jeff. And she's like, no, that's him. She pointed to some guy that's behind her who is not related to her, but he must be
Yeah.
the next spirit that wants to step up. So just keep an ear out for your friend and anything that is kind of off in that relationship. It's not real healthy for your friend right now. Also, she is showing me you talking on the phone, like actually talking. I know you probably don't actually talk on the phone much, but it was staticky. Have you recently had a phone call and it was very staticky?
Yes, I have, and I actually talk on the phone so much, like,
Okay.
which is so funny because like most people my age usually text, but I am like a phone person.
Absolutely. That's the reason I thought, why is she showing me the phone? I thought I was seeing what she was saying. One thing, her talking about you referencing the being on the phone a lot shows that she's around you a lot. And then she is taking responsibility for that static. So she is a huge supporter of you. And when you come to me, when someone comes to me for a one-on-one reading for a personal appointment, the first thing I say to them is let go of who you think might step up. Just because you are not energetically connected to someone on earth doesn't mean once they pass, you're not connected. And this is why this lady has stepped up. She's letting me know that you didn't know her real well, but she is a huge supporter of yours. She is so proud of you. And she is so proud of the woman you are turning into. And she says, next time that static happens, just say, hello, Grandma. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let me see. Okay.
So I could go live now.
Okay. So this is why that was just a beautiful reading. It worked like clockwork. This lady described herself and then she started, you're welcome, Sam. She started giving information that I had no idea. Okay. I will go back to my whole scrolling thing and because that was kind of fun. But I do have this person who is stepping up and his name is Jeff. Or there is a Jeff name around him. Because the second I said his name is Jeff, he's like, So either his name is Jeff or there is Jeff name around him. He is showing me that he was a funny guy. He was always cracking one-liners and he actually thought he was funnier than he actually was. He liked to drink. He is showing, I'm not saying he was an alcoholic, but he definitely liked to get together with his buddies and throw them back. And he is holding a beer. I'm not saying that's all he liked to drink, but that was definitely his preference. He's showing me he had light brown hair. And he's very proud of his hair, like he didn't lose it. So he is someone who kept his hair. He's also showing me that he was a thin gentleman. He liked to play golf. I'm making notes, so if I have to recap, I remember. Golf, here, let me write that down, golf. He's also showing me that he was not feeling well. I'm feeling that I am like achy and then I feel better. My foot hurts, like he had issues all over his body. And he kept blowing them off. And just as he would be about to go to the doctor, they would kind of go away and then something else would happen. And when he went to the doctor, he is showing me that the illness was really far gone. And I'm like, I'm healthy. I am young. What is going on here? You know, it feels like it's related to the blood because he's just making my blood feel weird going through my body. Also giving me a splitting headache right here. Right here. Okay, let me recap. This gentleman, there's a name around him of Jeff. Okay, so I see Mother Oracle, you're saying Steve. Did Steve have a friend or someone around him with the name Jeff? Great, okay. It could be my great uncle Junior. He died of AIDS. That would make sense. I honestly couldn't figure out what this was. I could feel it was related to my blood, and I could feel that it was making my body hurt and ache all over. And just as one thing went away, something came back. Here, Elizabeth. Let me see. Can Elizabeth go live? Let me see. Yes, Elizabeth Weaver, I'm about to ask you to go live.
Hello. Hi.
Okay, I am so glad because when you said I could not figure out what this was, AIDS, that makes perfect sense. It was related to the blood and it just made his whole body hurt.
Yeah, I didn't know him. He died like a decade or two, like 20 years before I was born.
Yeah.
But for what
Yes.
I know, he did die of AIDS. He was young. He was probably in his 30s.
Yes, and he is showing me. He mentioned that he died young, and he is showing me still having his beautiful light brown hair, and he is showing me being thin. So there would have been pictures that you would have seen of him, and you can verify that's what he looked like.
Yeah, I remember from what my grandma told me that had like shaggy brownish hair.
Yeah, he was very proud of that shaggy brown hair. Let me tell you. Um, okay, so now Elizabeth, for one thing, he is doing this. I don't know if people talked about his personality, but he's doing this like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because he knew it was going to be a long shot stepping up to be claimed. He
Yeah, no, he's very my family is very like godly, like they love God. So, all my family were devout Christians growing up and stuff like that. So that makes perfect sense.
and he also knew that you didn't really know him. Like,
No, I didn't.
yeah,
I just heard stories that he was an amazing brother and uncle.
yes, he was. And he's also letting me know that you all of a sudden there was something about what I said that kind of honed in, and you said, could it be him? And then all of a sudden he shows me dropping his name in your crown chakra, and you're like, oh my goodness, it is him, and you're typing.
Just like you said, it was a Jeff or like a J kind of name. And then, like, you said blood, and I, like, instantly it was like, oh my gosh, could it be
Mm-hmm.
Uncle JR who died of AIDS 40 years ago almost?
Yes.
So,
Before it was a thing. And
yeah.
okay, so he's also referencing, and this isn't something you will probably know about him. It's something that you'll have to go back to your relatives. He's showing me loving pie. I'm sure
Uh,
that
my,
you
gr-
wouldn't know that because you didn't know him well, but just go back to your relatives if he's referencing his mama's
it
pie.
kind of, my great grandma loved cooking, so, that would probably, make a lot of sense. She was a
Yeah.
really good cook, and, so that would probably, relate in a lot of ways.
He's talking about loving his mama's pie.
Yeah.
Now he's your great uncle or your uncle?
My great uncle.
Okay, yeah, I felt like that. He was showing me removed.
Yeah.
Okay, I was making notes so I can keep track here because he's showing me some family lineage going on. You know what, Elizabeth? He is referencing that you hadn't lost anyone in your family for a long time, and then all of a sudden you lost several people in a few year time frame.
Yeah. Yeah. His mother, my great grandma, passed in 2017. And then my cousin Johnny, which would be his nephew, died in 2020. And my Aunt Lydia, who you have brought forward recently, died in last year, I'm pretty sure.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
He is also talking about. Okay, I was trying to separate something that I know that has been coming through to me in meditations and something he's talking about. And they're two separate things. I've been hearing a lot and coming through in meditations that our world is going to change some in September and October. And so he was referencing your world changing in October. And I was like, is this the same thing? It's something different. So he's showing me
Okay.
in October, you're going to have some major changes in your lifestyle. And
Okay.
do you know what he's referencing? Do you have like school or something you're finishing or plans that's going on in October?
I have been recently talking with my husband about getting weight loss surgery, so that maybe could be it.
Okay, very good. Yes, that is it. I was like, okay, what are we talking about? You know, he is showing me because I asked him, I said, is this good? He's like, you really need to do your research and make sure you're prepared. I don't know anything about weight loss surgery, but he is showing me on the other side of weight loss surgery, there are some things you have to do to
Yeah.
keep yourself healthy.
I know. My mom went through it, and she is not the healthiest right now. She is skin and bones. So I've been talking to my husband. I'm like, I need a deep dive before I even talk to a doctor and do my own research and, get research from doctors and, make sure whatever one of the weight loss surgeries is the right one for me. So that makes perfect sense because I've been talking about it for days now.
Very good, because he is wanting to make sure you are prepared. And he makes me back further away from it. Like he's telling me, and I'm sure if you're to the point where you want weight loss surgery, you've tried other things, but he's showing me you moving back and taking some kind of shot. So I don't know if there is a shot that your doctor has talked about you can take to for weight loss, but he's saying try that first.
No one's talked to me about it, but I've heard about it and I've thought about it, so that would make perfect sense.
Okay. I don't know the name of it or what he's talking about,
I
but
don't either.
okay, as long as you know that there is a new kit on the market and it's a shot.
Okay.
And he's showing me that this shot is secondary. Like for weight loss, it's secondary. It was actually put on the market for something else. Mother Earth Oracle just said Ozempic, but I'm not sure. I don't honestly. I don't know. If that's
With that, I've been hearing all about that, and I've thought about it because I'm like, I don't have diabetes, but I'm like pushing. You know, it's getting. I'm cutting it close. So I've thought that's the shot I've thought about.
Okay, very good. Try that first.
Okay.
And he is actually, because now all kinds of people are putting it on there, and he's putting his foot down, like, try it. So even if your doctor says no, he is saying to really try that before you roll into the surgery. He's
Okay.
making me feel like surgery is not the right choice for you right now. But you just, when a psychic medium tells you information, use it as a tool in your
Yeah.
toolbox. Don't
I
make it
really
wrong.
appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was fun. I love it when spirits step up like that. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I appreciate you. Also, if you haven't clicked that follow button, please click the follow button. And then something else that, if you're interested and want to go to my website and sign up for my newsletter, I'm about to start the newsletters off soon in the next few days. And I'm starting a couple of new programs. There's going to be a coupon in there. So if you're interested, also head over and sign up for newsletter. All right, so now I'm going to do something. Okay, this is crazy. My doctor said Ozempic and info on side effects. Anyone? Okay. I am going to do I'm going to click this button and I'm going to like scroll and just pick someone. That's kind of fun. Because then oh, look, she doesn't know them. She's just kind of picking. All right, let's see who we are. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pick Sweet Melissa. That's who came up. I don't know who Sweet Melissa is, but she must be sweet. It's in her name. I don't know. Is Sweet Melissa gonna go live? Something in my hair here, or is that just color? I think it's just my color. I'm having a rough hair day, people. Oh, she's not going live with me. She doesn't like me. Sweet Melissa, you were so sweet, but you didn't want to go live with me. Okay, let's see. I think someone else was
A
asking.
lot of people will.
I know. I'm going to just choose someone then. Okay, I'm going to choose Megan. Megan is saying me, me, me. All right, Miss Megan. That's all she is Miss Megan. Well, actually, it's Megan, not Miss Megan. I added the miss. That was me. That was totally me. Hi, Megan.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm doing good. All right. So all I saw was me, me, me. I don't know who
Yes.
you want. Do you
Um,
want me to just roll through a spirit or do you want to request someone?
you can just roll with it.
She's giving me free reign. Let's see who we have here. Okay. So this first spirit I have stepping up is showing me they have either feels like actually an ant energy. Also, great ants can come through with that kind of energy. This lady is showing me that she was always very well put together, but she was fun. Like she was someone who when you saw her, you thought, oh, she's going to be very refined. She's going to be very classy, which she was, but she also was very much in your face about the way things were going to be done. She wasn't afraid to speak her truth. And there isn't a hair in place. Like I was just having a bad hair day. I need to talk to who she had.
Yes, that my great aunt passed, I'd say like 5 years ago, 3 to 5 years ago. And that sounds just like her, and she was that way. She did end up with schizophrenia also. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds like her.
Okay, very good. Now it fits perfectly because for everyone watching, if you heard what I said, okay, I have an aunt energy, but also great aunts would come through like that. I
Yes.
felt like it was a great aunt, but I wasn't going to just say that and throw her off track. So I was kind of leaving it open. She
Yes, ma'am.
is, she's talking about Megan that she hates the way people kind of remember her because they remember her mental illness.
Yes. Yes, and I always hated that for her.
Oh, so that makes sense why she's bringing that up for you. She is, I don't know why spirits are talking about this today. They've used my terminology back with me. So when spirits use my terminology back on me, it means it's something that they've been appreciating because I've been talking to people a lot about their superpowers.
Hmm.
And it's because we live in our own bodies. And so we don't realize what we bring to the table because it's just who we are.
Right.
Megan, she is very much talking about your superpower is what you were just talking about, how you can instantly tap into someone and see how they see things.
Yes.
Sense. Not everyone
Yes.
can do
That does sound a lot like me. I've always had like a really good intuition
that.
um on things, so that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes. Now, I'm telling you, I have, I train psychic mediums. I train people to do this. And the biggest thing that gets in people's way is something that I wouldn't say you don't have it, but you're very good about putting it to the side. And that is projecting or the filter that we use. Sometimes people get confused when they're reading or using their intuition, and then will drop back into their bodies and then they start kind of reading through their own veil.
Right.
You are very good about just coming at the information authentically and you know what you know.
Yes. I am very much so that way, and that's so
Yes.
funny that you
And
say that.
well, your aunt saying it, so
Yes.
she wants you, she's showing me you leaning into that. You leaning into that. Now, do you go to school?
I do not. I stay at home with my two children. So but my
Yes.
husband does work. I just don't work or go to school or anything like that. So
And do you have a bachelor's degree?
I do not. I have a certificate, a cosmetology license that I went to school for.
Okay. So at some point, you are going to feel drawn to kind of want to do something more with your life. I know right now you're very busy with your children and you're very much enjoying that. But when you decide, I can see you kind of looking out like, what am I supposed to do? I feel the pull to do something.
Yes.
You would actually be very good at counseling.
Okay. That would make sense too. I feel like here recently, I've been there for my mother-in-law, and I've kind of felt like her counselor in a way. Um,
Um,
but she's going through some things, and I'm just the type of person that I've always tried to be there for everybody, regardless of my feelings. So I get that and I understand that. But it's funny that you do say that about like school, a bachelor's degree, because I've been trying to get a job, which has been very hard since I have stayed at home. But that does something about that like does resonate with me a little bit.
Very good. So now, for everyone listening, I'm going to tell you, and for Megan, whenever spirits bring through information, so Megan did say, oh yeah, that does resonate. So she is very much like, oh yeah, I can see what she's talking about. If you hear information, and Megan, if you don't listen to what I'm saying and it's already resonating, you're going to start getting this information in other areas, and it's called synchronicities. Spirits can't send memos or emails or sticky notes. They're going to get to you through other ways, through people mentioning school to you. You're going to drive by a billboard and see someone starting online classes, something like that. So you're going to start getting synchronicities to confirm this. Please pay attention to
Okay.
them. You'd make a really good counselor. We need more counselors in this world.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. You have a good day.
Too. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, my moderator just said it was time to do psychic. So let's get to it. Y'all know, pendulum?
What do you-
My pendulum. All right, well,
It's
I
not
was.
like you need it.
I was looking for a pendulum. Sometimes I use a pendulum in my moderator. I can't find one. He's like, and it's not like you need it. Okay, so we're just gonna do this with that one. So whenever you are, I'm gonna have y'all ask me questions and y'all can help. So whenever you have someone who is asking you a psychic question or you just want to tap into the information comes to your clairs, claircognizant, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, and you're going to either hear the information in your head, you're just going to know, claircognizance, you're just going to feel the information. So pay attention, drop into your body and pay attention to what the body is saying. Now, if y'all want to, I don't know if y'all been watching or listening to all of my TikToks, we had someone on here a while back ask about if their cancer had come back. And I knew what had happened because I had told this lady, it was only me and one other person that told her cancer had come back and everyone else had said no. And it was because I have such sweet people following me. Y'all didn't want to tell her that. Like, y'all couldn't even fathom it. No cancer. And so I did put out a video of people and I showed people how to give her healing. So if anyone on here has a serious illness and you want us to pray healing over you, email it to me and I will do the same thing that I did for her. I will create a TikTok and I won't put your last name on there. I won't put your contact information. I will just do what I did for this other lady and I will ask people to say a prayer of healing and send you healing. And I gave a little synopsis of how to do that. So if you have a serious illness and you want people to pray healing over you, please email me.
Should Katie go back to school?
Okay, everyone, should Katie go back to school? So this is one of those things that I know I'm always about school. So when someone asks me if they should go back to school, I really have to work to get my ego out of the way because I was a college instructor for almost 20 years. So I'm always about school. Yes, go back to school. So, the majority is saying yes. I was also feeling yes. I did make sure I got my ego out of the way, Miss Katie, and I was tapping into it authentically. Okay, Geraldine said, should I continue? And this is important because I've had colicky babies. Lord have mercy. Geraldine said, should I continue my son on this baby formula? Should Geraldine continue? I am so sorry, Geraldine, because I can just feel the crying and the upsetness of not knowing what to do for that sweet baby. So should she continue her son on this formula? Mother Oracle said, no. No. Everyone is saying no. I'm also feeling no. All right. What else we got?
Pregnant and I gotta go.
Okay, we're going to go with Morgan here. Morgan Elmore. Will we adopt our foster? Morgan wants to know, will we adopt our foster? I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. If you haven't done so yet, please click that follow button. Yes, and time. Yes. One person is saying no. Yes. What are you feeling, moderator? My moderator is saying no. I'm feeling yes.
So I have to let us know.
So you're going to have to let us know if what happens because now my moderator is like, oh.
Jenny, pregnant in 25.
Jenny wants to know, is she going to be pregnant in 2025?
That's a huge window.
Is Jenny going to be pregnant in 2025? What's going on, Jenny?
I agree.
Sorry, I didn't get to hear it. What are you thinking? Lots of no's, some yeses. My moderator said no. I'm feeling yes.
Okay, Jenny.
I know,
You
we
know how to
are.
find us. Be sure and follow.
My moderator said, you know where to find us. Okay. Stella wants to know, should I leave my job for a new one? That's a tough one. Because you always, when you already have a job, you're like, do I risk it? Stella wants to know, should I leave my job for a new one? What are y'all hearing? What are you feeling, moderator? Okay, most people on here are saying yes. My moderator is saying no. I'm feeling yes. I think my moderator needs to.
I need to go back outside.
He said he needed to go back outside. Now, this is so true. So this is something I was actually feeling that. I was going to tease him, but it was more than teasing that he does need to go outside and ground because he is just not tapping in the way he normally does. And, it's because he's had some family things go on. So just know that whenever you're trying to tap into your intuition, emotions can definitely take effect. Okay. I was just about to ask that. Pink Flower wants to know, should I go to college this year? What are y'all feeling?
I don't know if I'm cheating this time, but I said yes this time.
Pink Flower wants to know, should she go to college this year?
Mother Earth. Yes, always.
Yeah, right, Mother Earth. I appreciate you. Yes, always. Always go to school, right, Mother Earth? Always. I'm telling you, people cannot take those pieces of paper and they just give you options. They open up doors that wouldn't.
Jen says I'm biased too. Always go.
I know, Pink Flower. I don't know if this is the right crowd to ask because we're like, yes, get that piece of paper. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay, so we're gonna Honey's Mama, 1972. Will my biopsy show cancer? Okay. Deep breath. Drop down into your body. It's not what you want it to be. It's what is it? Will Honey's Mama's biopsy show cancer? What are you feeling? Oh, okay. So we have Red Hair Kid saying yes. You're welcome, Pink Flower. We have some yes, yes. Moderator is saying no. I'm sorry, I'm also feeling yes. I hope I'm wrong. I will take it. I will take being wrong. Everyone on here saying yes will absolutely love it if you come on here and say, you know what, y'all were wrong. It came back wrong, negative. Take it. I will take it. I will take it. Okay. Raina Collins, is Richard having an emotional struggle? We're all having emotional struggles. The world is having an emotional struggle right now. Devin is saying yes. What are you feeling?
I must be so far off. I said no.
Everyone is saying yes,
Everybody
yes.
is saying yes.
Mother Oracle was saying the same as me. I was going to say we all are. We really are. The whole world is having emotional struggle. Yes, but I'm feeling he is, honestly. And yes, I do think that we're all having emotional struggle. You cannot be on this planet without having to deal with emotions and learning how to process them. That being said, I feel like something, like Richard is teetering. Something has happened and it's like he's barely holding on. Like I just feel like he's a pressure cooker about to blow.
So this isn't a second question, but this is a good question. Did I really talk to my dad that passed last night? Or was it in my own head?
Someone asked, did they really talk to their dad last night who has passed? Or was it all in their head? You really talked to them. You really talked to him. I'm getting chills too.
That's Virginia.
Yes, people are answering though. Yes, yes, yes. You really did.
That's cool.
Katie says, I have a better question. Oh my goodness, will I pass my kidney stone on my own?
Katie, I hope so. Quick too.
Oh my goodness, Miss Katie. Is Katie going to pass her kidney stone on her own? I'm seeing a yes, a no, a yes, no. This is like right up 50-50. I'm feeling you well.
Thank goodness.
I'm feeling you well. Okay. Mother Earth Oracle wants to know, will I get a job offer soon? Okay, so soon is a little ambiguous. So we're going to say, what is today? June 1st. Okay. Will Mother Earth Oracle get a job offer by July 1st? I'm going to put a time frame on it. By July 1st, is Mother Earth going to get a job offer? Oh, she said in the next month. Look, are you in my head or am I in your head, Mother Earth? Okay, what are you feeling, moderator?
By August.
My moderator is saying by August.
So the answer would be no to your question.
I'm actually on board with that. I don't think it's going to be by July 1st. I think it's going to be, aw, that's sweet, Mother Earth. I asked Mother Earth, I said, are you in my head or am I in yours? And she said both were connected. I'm feeling that it's actually going to be in July. So it's not going to be by July 1st. I'm feeling further into July. Okay, Marla 615 wants to know, do I have something wrong with my abdomen? Okay, what are y'all feeling? Does Marla have something wrong with her abdomen? While we're answering that, I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. And if you haven't done so, please click the follow button. Okay, so the answers for the abdomen question, no, yes, no. Am I doing any guided spirit guided mediumship? I did. I was doing that earlier. I did it for about, I don't know, an hour or so. Okay. Does she have something wrong with her abdomen, moderator?
You know, I'm right in the middle because that means something different to me.
What does it mean to you?
Because there's a lot of pieces and parts. Abdomen. Does she mean her actual abdomen or her stomach or her spleen or her gallbladder?
So my moderator is getting all technical. He is saying, you know, I'm all over the place. Does she mean her abdomen, like her spleen, her gallbladder, her, you know, and that is a true story. Okay, so let's get some more detail. What do you mean by your abdomen? What do you mean by that? Can we have some more detail, Lenny? Who was that?
If you don't mind sharing.
Yes, if you don't mind sharing, if you don't want us to know, we get it. Oh, that was Marla. Do I have something wrong with my abdomen? Okay, can we have...
See, I'm with Virginia here. I think it's not the abdominal, but connected to something else.
All right, well, let's see if Marla's going to give us real bad pains. Okay, so that makes sense. She's just having pains in that area and she's not really even sure where to go. Okay, so now we're going to take this even further. Okay, so yes, I think most people are feeling that something in general is wrong. Can we tap into what it is? So sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. You can, having a hard time digesting life, stressed. Drop into your body, so you can do it. Drop into your body and have spirit show you in your body where it's acting up. Or you can picture someone in your head, like an outline of a body in your head, and have spirit take you there. Okay, so now spirit just did the same two things to me. Because they took me, when I was showing y'all, they took me to an area on my body. And then when I pictured someone's body, they took me to the same exact spot. Okay, someone is saying, bladder. Aw, that's so sweet, Pink Flower. I love my followers. Y'all are so sweet. I keep hearing ulcer at the top of the abdomen. Okay. So our bladder. I'm feeling it's in, like I'm seeing in the bladder area also. What are you feeling?
Intestines.
Oh, my moderator's feeling intestines.
Like she's having problems. I mean, I could give you some more, but...
What is right here? Like, not the liver, but what's kind of below the liver?
Right side?
Uh-huh. Gallbladder?
Gallbladder is right in there.
Okay, well, that's what someone else is feeling appendix.
Spleen.
Spleen. So what I was feeling, I was
Appendix
taken
is
to
very low.
like right here, which is my liver. I know that because there's a tumor right there. And I'm feeling kind of below and back. So whatever
I'm pretty sure that's
is there. Maybe I need to take some anatomy lessons.
I have Googled.
She says she doesn't have a gallbladder.
Well, we know it's not that.
Then we know it's not the gallbladder. My moderator is Googling. Like, what is kind of below and behind the liver? Kidney? Someone's saying it's the kidney. Appendix? So,
I see the gallbladder is exactly right below the liver.
oh, okay.
But I understand if she doesn't have the
So if she doesn't have the gallbladder, what would be there?
nothing.
All right, keep us informed, Miss Marla. We want to know.
Inquiring.
Yeah, inquire if you feel comfortable. Okay, if you feel comfortable. All right. Kelly wants to know, will I take this opportunity for me to be in the real estate? Will I take this opportunity? Oh, okay. She must be having an opportunity and she wants to know, really, should she take the opportunity to be in the real estate? Okay, should Katie, I'm sorry, I got distracted by this other question. Should Katie take the opportunity to be in this job for the real estate? What are you feeling, moderator? Moderator is feeling yes, and I am also feeling yes. Okay, Marla, you don't have an appendix either. What body parts do you have left? No, I'm teasing you. I'm teasing. Okay, stop having your body parts taken out.
Is that where the pain is? She's had over here? Well, that's where you never.
No, I had narrowed it down to whatever that is, but other people were putting on here appendix and stuff like that. And so she was just, okay, wait a minute. I was going back up here. I wanted to answer, there's a question that just popped off of my screen. It was something about someone having some things on their liver. I thought someone had asked me something about having surgery on their liver. I wanted to answer that.
I did not see.
I don't see it.
I have 2 large masses on my liver who might need surgery.
Okay, who is that?
Amy.
Amy says she has 2 large masses on her liver while she needs surgery. Okay, what are y'all feeling? Amy has 2 large masses on her liver. Will she need surgery? What are y'all feeling? Jen is saying yes. Oh, lots of people are saying yes. Yes, in the liver. What are you feeling? Okay, I am the lone man here. Everyone is saying yes, and I'm feeling no. But again, this is one of those things I had to try really hard to get out of my head because I have been to a liver person. This person specialized in liver surgeries, and after I heard him, I was like, heck no, I'm not having surgery on my liver. Oh, Virginia.
Oh, wow.
So please keep us updated on this liver situation. Now, if anyone has something major wrong with them, I'm not talking a little headache unless a headache is caused from something major, and needs healing, please email me. I will take that email like I did for this other person and make a TikTok out of it and send healing your way. I will gather the masses to send healing your way. It works. If you've been watching my 100 Days to a Spiritual You, there is scientific data that energetic healing does work. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. We are off to play with the grandbabies. All right.